What's up everyone, it's your friend Kyle Winn here, and if you've never seen any of my videos, I help people just like you buy and sell homes in places like Canyon Lake, Menifee, Lake Elsinore, and the rest of Riverside County. We are now here in early September 2022, and that means I have your market update for the entire month of August. So let's dive in. Thank you so much for stopping by today because I am really excited to bring you this market update report for Riverside County. So let's get started and see exactly what happened in the month of August, starting with the number of new listings. Now, the number of new listings hitting the market each month is very important to us because that is our housing supply, and we need to make sure that we have enough homes available for the number of buyers out there. Now, the number of new listings was 3,398 for the month of August, which is about the least that we've seen all year here in Riverside County. But don't let this surprise you because it actually is pretty common for the number of new listings to peak right around May or June and then actually decline throughout the rest of the year. But it does seem to be declining a little bit quickly this year. Now, the number of closed sales in August was 2,580, which is actually up from 2,363 in July. Now, what if we compare this to the number of new listings that I just told you about? Well, that was decreasing, and when we see a decrease in new listings coupled with an increase in closed sales, we'll see an overall decrease in inventory, and competition among buyers gets even more difficult. Now, if this condition goes on for too long, homes will sell very quickly and for over asking price. Now, speaking of how long it takes for a home to sell, the median number of days on market for properties here in Riverside County was at 21 days in August, and this has actually been steadily increasing since the month of May. Now, this tells us that this is the longest that it's taken to sell a home since August of 2020, but it is still quick. For some perspective, over the previous 10 years or so, we would expect the median number of days on market to be between 30 and 60 days. So even at 21 days, homes are still generally selling pretty dang fast. Now let's talk about month supply. This is how long it would take to sell all the properties that are currently listed, knowing the current buyer demand if no new listings came on the market. Now, this has been climbing from 1.3 months in January up to 2.4 months in July and 2.4 months again in August. Now, an increase makes sense when there is an increase in new listings and a decrease in closed sales, but I just told you that in August we saw a decrease in new listings and an increase in closed sales, and the month supply is actually leveled off. Now, in a healthy, balanced market, the month supply would be between 4 and 6 months, but with the month supply this low, we're still not seeing enough supply for all the buyers that we have right now, which is making a seller's market. And if month supply starts to decrease, there may not be relief for buyers for quite a while. Now for one of the more popular topics, average sale price. Here in Riverside County, the average sale price hit a low for 2022 at $637,000 in July, but then it jumped up to $647,000 in August. Now remember that this hit an all-time record high for Riverside County at $711,000 in April, and even an increase to $647,000 in August may seem low to you, but keep in mind every year the average sale price does tend to peak somewhere between April and June, and it is not uncommon for that to decrease like 5 to 10% over the following 4 to 6 months. Now, we may expect the average sale price to decrease a bit more over the next couple of months, and if history repeats itself, the average sale price will begin to trend up late in the year and into 2023. Now, for another hot topic, let's discuss mortgage interest rates. We started the year with the average 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate at 3.45% in January, which increased every single month to its peak so far this year at 5.52% in June. Now, that has since declined to 5.22% in August. Now, I know a lot of you are talking about how high the interest rates are at the moment, but if you do a little research, you will see that nobody got an interest rate below 5% until 2009 or maybe 2010 after that housing crash in 2008. Now, in the early 2000s, Interest rates were in the 6 to 7% range. In the 90s, they were in the 7 to 9% range. And in the 80s, they were as high as 18%. So if you are looking to buy, just know that even at just over 5% today, the interest rates are still very low. Well, I know I'm going to keep studying the market here in Riverside County, and I'll continue to deliver updates for you. All right, now I suggest you keep an eye on mortgage interest rates and the month supply of active listings to give you an idea about where the market may be heading. Well, that does wrap up my August 2022 market update, but if you have any questions about anything we covered here today or need help buying or selling, please give me a call, text, send me an email, or drop a comment below, and I will see you in the next video.